In today's video, we're going to show you how to service your power steering pump. Where does it drain? And all that good stuff. Stick around.
Like, share, subscribe.
Hey guys, this is Gabe coming back at you again with another video here at Trucking Life. So as we showed you guys here previously, we're going to go ahead and show you how to service that power steering pump so that you can make sure that you got that power assist, because you know it's been kind of getting stuck a little bit here lately. I used Dextron 5, I believe. When it uses Dextron 3, it's usually backwards compatible, but after doing a little bit more digging, this gearbox is a TRW. They recommend just going straight Dextron 3 and not synthetic, and the one I have in there is synthetic right now. So we're gonna go ahead and try that out, and let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so basically what I do to drain the system, I make it a little bit easier on me. You don't have to use this pump, but I use this little pump right here. I just got it off eBay or something like that, or Amazon or whatever. They're like 20 bucks or whatever. It makes it easier, but you can actually drain it from the port, which we're still going to do to get the residual. It's in the gearbox, but this just makes it so much easier. There's also a filter in here. If you guys haven't checked that one out, I'll put a thumbnail on that video on whenever I replace my power steering pump. So there's a filter in here. I'm not going to go ahead and replace that just because I just did it a couple of weeks ago. So it should still, in theory, be good. But basically what I do is I just remove this filter here. We put our hose in here, and then we just go ahead and just drain the system out. It's just so much easier. Like, you can drain it without the pump, but I just like doing it with it because it's just so much easier to do it that way. And that's just the way I do it personally, you know. Let's go ahead. Drain all that oil out. It's about like 3/4 of a gallon or so. Yeah. All right. So there's your bolt there at the bottom. So basically all we're going to do is take this bolt off so that it finishes draining the rest of the way. Woo. Holy smokes. There we go. Obviously I have my drain pan there at the bottom already, so it catches that oil. You're just going to let it slowly drain out. This is so that we can get everything out of the box. Now if you guys don't have the pump, guys, this is the way you drain it. Just open up where you fill it up so you can allow air to go in the system, and then you just drain it out like that. I personally don't do it like that because, as you guys can see, it's a little bit slower that way. But you can also do it like that if you guys don't have that little pump, and you just let it drain out that way. So we're going to let that drain out. Dextron 3 or Super 18F. Alright guys, so we're already went ahead and put the plug on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and fill her up. Now this is the one that I use. I had to use the red bottle. So it says right here, Dex Merc. It's not synthetic. And as you can see right there where it says it's GM Dextron 3. So that's what we want to go ahead and do. We're just going to go ahead and fill her up. guys, so we went ahead and filled her up. As you guys can see right here, we got minimum, between minimum and maximum, and maximum. There's a reason why I overfilled it, because right now when we turn on the truck and we prime the system, as we're turning the wheels left to right, it's gonna drop down because it's gonna suck. It's gonna get all the air out of the system. So basically, what I do is I fire up the truck. I go left to right on my wheels. Then you let it run for a little bit. I usually leave this cap off so I can burp all the air out or whatever. And then we recheck it, and then you fill it up properly again. So, all right, guys. So remember that here's our level. We're gonna go ahead and fire her up so that we can prime it. All right. Let's see here. All right. And so now we're running. So as you guys can see, I'm putting pressure and it's kind of tight. So what we want to do is we want to rev it a little bit so that we can get that oil flowing. And we just go left to right, right, left, right, left. Let's go check that level out. Just let it idle for a little bit. As you guys can see, the level dropped down a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and continue to go left and right so that we can go ahead and make sure that we get all the air out. I just left this loose right here, but that's the reason why we overfilled it. So let me go ahead and get that done, guys. All right, guys, so we went ahead and primed the system. It's turning nice and smooth. Want to make sure that we don't have no leaks. That right there is just residual, but what you want to make sure is down here on your screw that you don't got no dripping or anything like that, you know. Here, as you guys can see right here, right now it's on minimum cold. You don't want to let this get hot because obviously as it heats up, it's going to expand. So you just let it run just a little bit, keep going back and forth, left and right, so that you can get all the air out of the system. I usually like to run my oil right there in the center. So I'm just gonna go ahead and top it off a little bit more and we should be good to go. So that's how you service that, guys. As you guys can see, I went ahead and topped it up right here to the middle. The only step that I missed, guys, was replacing this filter, and the only reason that I didn't replace it is because I had replaced it about a month or so ago. So that one's still pretty good. But basically what you wanna do is just make sure that there's no leaks down there where we took it off. And that's it. Once it's primed, it's pretty much ready to go. You know, steering is very, very important part of trucking. You know, you obviously need it, but that's the way you service this. Now, my particular engine is a Detroit Series 60 engine on a Freightliner Cascadia, but most Freightliner Cascadias have this same exact reservoir. Maybe this might look a little bit different. Now it's like a hone, but it's pretty much the same thing. You got a filter in here. You got your oil there. Like I said, on this one I use Dextron 3. And I mean, you can service it the same way, even if it's a different engine. The pump might look a little bit different. The reason why you want to go ahead and make sure that you got the right fluid in there or anything is because you don't want to break that shaft in there. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out that video where I replaced it and you'll see what I'm talking about. But in a nutshell, guys, that's how you guys service your power steering system here in the truck. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you guys like the content, consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Comment on the video. And make sure you give me a like. I'm getting a little bit of views, not a whole bunch of views, but I'm not getting many likes. I mean, hell, even if you dislike it, put a thumbs down. Hit me up with a comment, you know, and let me know what you would like to see, or, you know, something that you disagree with or whatever. These are the ways I do things. But, you know, it's all to save money. You know what I mean? I mean, this little job right now wasn't really that difficult to do. I think that oil cost me like $30 or whatever. So all you're in it is just your $30 and a couple of minutes of your time. And it makes life a lot easier when that power steering pump is working good, especially when you're parking in tight spaces and any docks. But I won't take much of your time. For those of you who are still watching right now, I appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.